All right, for segment 1 today, I am going to talk to you about the power category of robots because Heathen Dog and his robotic self felt called out and decided he couldn't be here. He's like, you're going to talk about my people. Or says it, you are going to talk about my people. So it's just me and my lonesome. I'm going to talk to you about robots. So if you don't like what I have to say, go ahead and put that in the comments because you know what? I'm just not as versed in the minutia as Heathen Dog is, although he did give me some notes. Remember, RPG Digest is a live stream podcast discussion, not a concise step-by-step tutorial. We will, and you will enjoy it because we are going to go on tangents. And again, no Heathen Dog to rein me in, so I'm going to talk about everything. Life, liberty, pursuit of happiness, and hashtag RPGate, which is escapism, not representation, entertainment over activism, and natural inclusion, not forced diversity. This is how you play games. These have to be your 3 core values for playing role-playing games. If you can't have these 3 core values, you should not be in this hobby. And you can find the website. You can join us on Discord. You can back us on Locals, and you can buy our awesome stuff. We have 29 designs. 5 examples are shown below. But we have a bunch of designs. Some are family friendly. A couple push the line. So, yeah. Go ahead and buy some of our stuff off of Redbubble. And finally, here is our stream schedule. Yes, if you like these videos and want to catch us live, you can watch us right now. It's Sunday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time for RPG Digest Thursday, where Heathen Dog is currently playing Dungeons & Dragons Online, but he plays co-op game with friends. Currently, there are 4 of them playing DDO. On Friday, I am back for the chill stream, where we talk about all types of weird stuff in the nerdosphere related to tabletop RPGs and more. And, of course, Heathen Dog is back on Saturday for more of his co-op video games. The shenanigans with the others that don't apparently know how not to walk in the fire. Even Heathen Dog. Heathen Dog's yelling at people walking in the fire, and then he got himself burned. And the last Friday of every month before the Friday Night Chill stream, we will have a members-only AMA live stream at 6 p.m. Central. That is going to be our AMA schedule going forward. Starts at 6 p.m. Central, 2 hours before the Friday Night Chill stream. We'll have an AMA. For our members only. So if you want to get involved in that, when I say AMA, outside of giving out my social security number or something like that, I mean AMA. So we'll have some fun. Share this screen. People are going to be really mad. Your intro is too long now. Well, it probably is. Oh, that's not. Oh, whoa. That's not what I want to share. There it is. Bam. There we go. Our wonderful robots. Our Palladium Heroes Unlimited cover. Again, I prefer the revised. I prefer it. What's going on in chat? Did I miss anything big in chat? Sorry, it's a little harder for me to stare at chat right now because I have to drag things around a little better. Okay, it's still mostly talking about. Oh, wow. I'll have to look into that. Violence sells everything. Because I don't like the fact if it's not all going there. Huh, I wonder why that is. All right. So here we go. It's page 193, and we're going to talk about robots. Robotics. Actually, I should actually call it robotics, not robots. I'm so used to calling it robots. I think I might be wrong, but I think in the earlier edition, it was called robots. But I think this term fits better. And the reason is because there are different types. There are different types. So Kevin says here, everybody should have at least a rudimentary understanding of what robots are. In the context of this game, we'll concern ourselves only with the most sophisticated, powerful, and human-like machines. Machines that are either... Well, that's funny he said human-like machines. When you start seeing what you can make, I'm not sure that that line is actually accurate. By the way, I did not read this beforehand. I had perused through my revised edition, not this version. I hate reading PDFs, but so there will be some differences, and I'm kind of going to learn along with you in this one. So we're going to have some fun. As a robot character, you, the player, build and design your automaton. You are limited only by budget, and the technology available is described on the pages of this power category. You can play as an ordinary human who dons a robot suit. That is an important distinction. A pilot who operates a giant robot or robot vehicle, or an actual synthetic entity, like from Star Trek. A robot or android with an artificial or transferred intelligence. And Heathen Dog gave me like pages of notes about transferred intelligences that I'll have to make sure I get out to you guys. All right, let's get on. So let's figure out what we're going to do first. First thing we're going to do is we're going to roll percent. Oh, I get to roll dice and I get to do it on my own. No interruptions from Heathen Dog. Yeah. All right, how much money do I get? I got a 35. Ooh, that's not a lot. That's 12 million. Not too bad. I got 12 million right there. 12 million. So, purchasing tip. It is likely that the robot is a one-of-a-kind prototype and maybe on the run from the creating organization. See the backgrounds table, so we'll get to that. As such, it may be difficult and costly to prepare if the robot is severely damaged. Take that into consideration. You don't automatically have the ability to repair yourself. See hardware section for penalties when constructing or repairing robots. We've already talked about the hardware class or power category in a previous episode. So know that about robots here, that you might want to find a way of making sure that you can repair yourself, or you're close to somebody who can repair you, when things start falling off. Consequently, it may be wise to purchase some important spare parts now for use in the future. Because as Heathen Dog was telling me, apparently if you have the spare parts, it's just plug and play. You just pull out the old part, put in the new one. I don't know if I fully agree with that, but the rules may say that. He may be right, or he may be believing, and I can get this, you already paid for it out of your character creation budget. There's no reason to make it more difficult on you. I get it. I can see that. What is this? What? What's wrong with you? We're having a discussion here. We're talking about robots, ma'am. Robots. It's not a time for harassment. Robots are people too. Data proved that in Star Trek. All right, welcome. Oh, what is this? I always thought of that a bit in RoboCop 2. Oh, when rolling the budget, here's unlimited. No matter how much money you get, the robot's not going to come out how you want it. Well, first of all, you can expand later, and I don't know if the revised edition does, but the second edition is very clear at the beginning. You're not making Superman, and I guess you could put RoboCop in that category as well. You're making heroes that definitely have powers and capabilities, but you're not invincible. So that, again, I'm not correcting you. I'm just saying, that's another way of looking at it. And the book, at least in this version, is very open about that. So, by the way, if I miss some of the chat, I will try to get back to it at a stopping point in this segment. So I rolled up 12 million, and a couple other things. Well, let's go with the book, what the book says, and we'll cover what Heathen Dog wanted me to say after that. So type 1. So there are 4 types of robots. Well, probably type 1 and type 3, mechanical body and exoskeletons are. You're wearing a suit of some sort. You're a person inside a robot. Now, somebody's probably, would that be Iron Man? I don't know. I don't do comic books. Ask Heathen Dog when he does the premiere on Thursday if he shows up for it, because he doesn't know that I'm volunteering him to do that. But it's I think of it maybe on much too basic level, but like Ripley in Aliens when she's in the loader. Obviously, you want your robot to be more than that, but you get what I'm saying. Like you're somebody in there. Type 2 is advanced artificial intelligence, and type 4. Where's 4? Hell's 4. Well, type 4 is Android. Okay, maybe it isn't type 4. I thought type 4 was Android. Well, let's read what it says here. Type 1, Type 3 exoskeleton robots do not require an artificial intelligence since they are piloted by a living operator. See, boom, right there. Skills and abilities are those possessed by the operator, although they may be augmented, usually your physical skills, through the robot or exoskeleton. So maybe Iron Man is one. Okay, yeah, there it is, right there. Type 4 androids. Type 2 robots and Type 4 androids must, in italics, have an artificial or transferred intelligence to direct and control the machine. There are 3 types of intelligence systems available: standard artificial intelligence, advanced artificial intelligence, look at the price of that bad boy, and transferred intelligence consciousness. And that's going to come with some notes that Heathen Dog gave me. Whew. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that when we start talking about that. So let's look at the standard artificial intelligence. Is a computer brain with a limited scope of intelligence. Limited. Oh, it says limited twice within 2 sentences right there. In that it operates like most standard computers and can only respond as programmed. So it's really not a true AI. because AI has some learning involved with it. Furthermore, the robot has limited memory and skills. Granted, these super sophisticated machines are far more complex and superior to a desktop computer. When was this book written? Like 1980? Late 80s? I know this is the updated version, but that's probably 90s or 2003 or something like that. But still, we're not talking kilobits of memory anymore. Just saying. Granted, but like the ordinary computer, it cannot perform skills or react to any situations for which it has not been programmed. I don't know if I would want to make a robot character like this. I'm just saying. You cannot expect a personal computer to do bookkeeping or accounting without the necessary software program. Lame. Johnny Mnemonic, this bad boy. The same is true of the standard. Of the standard artificial. It's standard. Okay, never. That's what this is. Standard artificial intelligence. It throws me off because it says artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence should include learning. It cannot perform a skill or ability for which it has not been programmed. Nor does it have the ability to learn or speculate on matters. You are just playing an automaton. So if you're brand new to role playing and you want people to tell you what to do and program you, there you go. There you go. Do this. The intelligence must always draw upon its databanks and program in a strictly logical and analytical way. Without proper information, it will respond with insufficient data. Tilt. Just go back to the old Star Trek episodes. Insufficient data. Or does not compute. Despite this, the robot can be programmed to sound and act very natural human intelligence. I mean, for 1.1 million, yeah, you better. I mean, that's for the budget I rolled up, which was what, 12 million. I mean, that's just under 10%. So, that better be something decent. Okay, now we're gonna look at advanced artificial intelligence. It's almost human in that it can think. So, actual artificial intelligence in both objective and subjective terms, as well as draw upon its own conclusions. Draw its own conclusion. I can't read. Draw its own conclusions based on available data. It can formulate basic ideas, conjecture, speculate on future events or stipulations, and develop or extrapolate those theories based upon analysis, past experiences, and speculation. This is probably, if you don't want to do a transferred consciousness, this is probably the one you want to go with. It's 3.5 million, though. That's a nice chunk of dough. Yes, again, I'm missing a lot of chat. That's fine. I would go back and get some of it, but I think this is a perfect way to say it. So standard AI is more for an NPC. I would say yes. Most importantly, like a human, it can arrive its own conclusions and immediately react accordingly, responding to unexpected or spontaneous situations just like a human. Again, this is what you would want to do. All right. So transferred intelligence. All right. Do I want to do this first? Nope. I'm going to read this first, then we'll get back to it. Transferred intelligence is not artificial, but a bizarre experimental technique in which the human intellect and consciousness is temporarily transferred from the human body into a robot. Yes, Elon Musk is alive and well. Disney's in a robot. Futurama with the head robots. Nixon. Whatever. So you're basically taking your consciousness, pulling it out of your noggin here, and putting it into a mechanical machine. A mechanical machine. You like that? It's redundancy for you. Transfers are instantaneous. Counts as one melee action. It's not really instantaneous. Oh, action. Never mind. For some reason, I'd read that as round. And can be done repeatedly without strain on man or machine. Because if it did, well, then you wouldn't really want to play this character. However, several transfers within a short period of time will cause an intense and lengthy headache. Can you have a headache if you're a robot? I'm just wondering. Was that a circuit ache? Oh my God. Circuit ache. There we go. Real danger remains with the human body. While the individual's consciousness is in the robot, the body drops into a coma-like state. All right. Well, that could be a problem. I guess that's a robot. Functioning at the most meager levels. There is no mind, so it's Spock's brain. There is no mind inside it to think or react. Thus, it will suffer from dehydration, starvation, exposure, and physical attacks unless measures are taken to protect it. You must protect your body. And only a dick GM is going to go out of his way to attack the body or find the body. However, it's like Superman and Kryptonite. If you know that is a weakness, somebody is going to try to exploit it. So let me get through this section here to make sure that the notes that Heathen Dog gave me just don't mimic what's already in here. So, It's a human body, whatever. A hospital or similar facility which nourishes the body with intravenous food and water, waste disposable cleaning, and temperature control will extend the safe duration. So there is a duration up to 48 hours. You can be abandoned for up to 48 hours. If you're in a hospital, you can go for, it says, after the time the body slowly weakens at a rate of 2 pounds and one of each of these attributes, 4 attributes, the physical ones, physical strength, physical prowess, physical endurance, and speed, point per each additional week. You know, it's like being in space, and they're not even knocked out. Start losing muscle mass, not using them. The muscles start to atrophy after 7 days, and more than 2 weeks of inactivity can lead to serious crippling problems. After 2 weeks, the muscles are stiff and sore, requiring 1d4 weeks of therapy. 48 weeks, or 4 to 8 weeks, 4 to 8 weeks requires 1d4 plus 2 weeks of therapy, and 9 or more weeks inside the robot body will require 2d4 plus 6 weeks of therapy. The loss of physical strength, physical prowess, physical endurance, and speed points is recovered slowly as the muscles return to normal, about 1 point per week of therapy. Don't hang out in your robot body. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so what are these notes? Only one robot body can be controlled or possessed at a time. Aha, so you can't become a god's avatar here and pop yourself into 59 different robots. Nope, you have to pick one. Which body do you want today? Which leads me to something that I don't even think about when it comes to robots, because I don't like this methodology of robots. You may, and I'm glad it's in the game. Me, if I'm going to play a robot, I'm going to play a freaking robot. I'm not going to do this mental consciousness nonsense. Sorry, I got. It sounds like a full cybernetic conversion is better. Yeah, but that's Rifts. Did they have full I forget. I already forget. Did they have full conversion here in Heroes Unlimited? I think they said that would be a Rifts character. Not, of course, there are conversion books and so forth. But anyway, only robots attuned to the character's brainwaves are fitted. Oh, yes. So Heathen Dog did bring this up. So I think what Heathen Dog wanted me to focus on is already here, but I'll still read his notes afterwards. Only robots attuned to the character's brainwaves are fitted with an electromagnetic containment control unit can be used. So if you do not have this properly configured containment control unit, you can't pop yourself in there. It has to be basically assigned to you. If the containment unit is destroyed, the character's mind is lost and the body is an empty, mindless shell. Back to Spock's brain. Okay, don't get it destroyed. Now, to be fair, it has an AR of 16 and an SDC of 200. No slouch, especially when it should be behind other armor. But it is still able to be destroyed. See, I would suggest that you put it in your pinky toe. Don't put it in the head. Everybody's going to assume it's in the head. Put it in your pinky toe or in your heel. Nobody says I'm shooting his heel. Hey, can I make a called shot for the robot's heel? Why? That's weird. Put your containment unit there. Unless there are rules that come up later that say no to that. But anyway, if the human body dies, the character's mind is forever trapped inside the robot. Well, at least you're somewhere, right? Range for transfer from body to robot to other prepared robot body, or vice versa, is 50 miles. So you could transfer your noggin up to 50 miles. 50! Skills and abilities are limited to the mind controlling the robot. Yeah, because it's you. The empty, mindless body is vulnerable to possession. Uh-oh, start getting those little freaky wizards out there. That possession kicks in. No saving throw. So, you get a summoner in there who realizes, hey, that body's mind-free. Just going to walk right in. Or put an elemental in there. Or a demon. Or whatever. If it should be possessed, the mind inside the robot cannot go back into its human body until the possessing force is made to vacate its body. Let's make a deal. The human mind of the robot pilot does gain experience points from his adventure inside the body of the robot or android. Well, yeah, I mean, that would make sense. Like, sorry, you were doing what you built yourself to do. You don't get any experience points. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. All right, so what does it say? What did Heathen Dog give me for things to talk about? He said, wanted me to reiterate that body is helpless, is stuck in the robot body. The mind needs the electromagnetic control unit. Yep. If it's destroyed, the character dies. We already talked about that. And you can jump to another robot with the correct, I put the word attune, EM control unit. So not to another body or not to, yeah, you can't take over another body and you can't jump into other robots. Okay, that was for type 2 and 4. We'll talk about this in a little. You know what? No, we're gonna talk about this in a little bit after robot body. All right, let me look at chat. Let me look at chat for just a moment. Let me get this off the screen. No, I'm just gonna look at chat over here. Let's see what happened. Chat. My God. It said a lot of stuff. Okay. Whew. Dirty ogre. Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. Sorry for the people watching this on YouTube later, but I do need to go through the chat. This is a live stream, remember? Stop encouraging her to give me hell. What is wrong with you guys? Yeah, there you go. Thank Henry Ford for standardized part. I'm an assembly line character, please. As you should be. As you should be. Bender's a person. Yeah, and Heathen Dog's going to talk about the Mega here. So this is going back to that that RoboCop 2 or the Superman type thing. Heathen Dog's going to talk about that when we're done. So next week we're going to be talking about, was it special training? And then we'll do the Mega Hero after that one. Then we're going to finish up Heroes Unlimited. So we've got 3 more weeks of Heroes Unlimited. Actually, 4 more, because we're going to create a character too. By the way, start throwing up on our Discord what kind of character you want him to make. We'll do a poll probably in a week or 2, 3. But put up in our Discord, because that's the best place for us to actually see it and read it, what kind of character you want him to make. Anything. It's got to be Heroes Unlimited out of the main book. That's really the only limitations. One other caveat, because I won't do this to him, don't pick mutant animal, because the next game we're going to cover is after the bomb. I'm going to be making a mutant animal. So, but anyway, fun. I'm missing Heathen Dog. Due to heterogeneous. But everybody's probably missing Heathen Dog at this point. Like, oh, why did we have Max? I'm the opinion guy. He's the facts guy. Except for when it comes to effing Dan off the bridge, right? Robot in a coma. There you go. That's actually a good analogy. Transferred is more rigor from Shadowrun. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and Heathen Dog gave me some notes that I want to talk about in a little bit about something like this, about when you're doing the robot, about having multiple robot bodies. I'm not going to lie, I didn't even think about that. Because when I think of robot, I want to be the robot. But he was talking about, hey, no, use some of that money to make multiple bodies. And you kind of mix and match what you need for the mission. Okay, I think I got to... Oops, here we go. Take a look at this. I played an advanced AI robot up to 7th level before he's ripped apart by a psychopath gorilla alien. Had a blast creating and playing for, I think, 3 years. Nice. And you know what? In Palladium terms, 3 years and 2 months to get to 7th level sounds about right. What's awesome about Palladium, though, is yes, a 15th level character absolutely has an advantage over a 1st level character. But it is not a guaranteed win. It's close, but it's not a guaranteed win. All right, let's get back to this. Let's go to step 3 here, and let's select our robot body. One might think that programming the artificial intelligence would be the next step, but alas, it is not. But it's helpful to know exactly what type of body and features the robot possesses so the skills accurately reflect the needs and capabilities. All right, so let's, what do we got here? Type 1 robot vehicle. Generally, a giant-sized robot or robot vehicle controlled by a human pilot, no AI. This is your battle mech, baby. That's right. We're going out there with the Vindicator, the best battle mech in the game. House Liao, Xixing. For you BattleTech fans out there. But yeah, this would be, in one form, this is a mecha of some sort or battle armor of some sort. So yeah. giant size robot. And when I say, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say battle armor. I mean, mech, some sort of vehicle that's bigger than you, whether it's 5 meters tall or 10 meters tall or whatever. Voltron, there you go. Voltron's another one. Yep. Well, hey, I would bring in Chimerian just because he's another House Leah fan. There we go. Type 2, true robot machine body. This is typically a humanoid animal or vehicular robot. Yes, you can play a vehicle. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Go bots, baby. No, I'm kidding. Calm down. No, but you in this form, you can play a vehicle. Maybe you're like a go-go gadget type thing. I don't have enough imagination to do that right now. I'd have to think that character through based on the equipment that I purchased. But you don't just have to be a bipedal thing. You could play a scorpion. You could play, maybe a bird of some sort, a little flying Hawkman wing. I don't know. But you don't just have to be a bipedal person. You can play a centaur. There you go. For all the furries out there, you can play a robo-furry. So humanoid animal or vehicular robot with an advanced AI or transferred intelligence, typically human-sized or proportional to humans. Whatever. Exoskeleton, robot suit, or power armor. This is your Iron Man type stuff, in my opinion. Somebody be like, no, he's actually hardware, or some other crap. Fine, whatever. But robot suit for the BattleTech people out there, this would be your elementals. Or power armor that enhances the human wearer. And for you have your android, again, data from Star Trek. An advanced robot that looks and acts human, requires an AI or transfer intelligence. Note on attacks for melee. All unmanned robots with the computer artificial intelligence start with 3 attacks per melee round, right? To increase the number of attacks per melee for unpiloted, there we go. Unpiloted computer robots cost 700,000 each. Remember, I rolled, it's up here, was it 12 million, 13 million, whatever I rolled. I think it's 12 million. That'd be almost a million of that out for each attack per melee, and 500,000 each for robots with an advanced intelligence. Okay, so if you're not transferring your intelligence, if you're using one of the other ones, here you go. This is how much it's going to cost for extra attacks. Remember, they're limited to their programming. Combat bonuses, +2 on initiative, +1 to strike, +1 to parry and dodge, +4 to pull punch, which is probably important if you're a robot, and +1 to roll with impact. Plus any acquired through special programming, physical attributes, blah, blah, blah. Robots piloted by humans or controlled by a transferred intelligence have the same number of attacks per melee round as the pilot. So if you're Bruce Lee, who moved your consciousness over, and you have hand-to-hand martial arts, you will have the hand-to-hand martial arts inside your robot. It would be awesome. Robo Lee. Call him Bruce. See what happens. The robot is designed for speed and combat. As many as 2 additional attacks per round can be purchased for the robot. So you do have a design plan. So let's go back. Plus, the pilot can draw upon 1 additional attack when inside the robot. 1 additional attack. Additional when inside the robot. The robot is designed for speed. 2 additional attacks. Cost 650. So you can actually fight faster than yourself. Combat bonuses are the same as the pilots, and you get those bonuses there. Robot type 1 robot vehicle. This type of robot tends to be less expensive because it requires a human operator or pilot and not a costly artificial intelligence. The machine can be any of the body styles, vehicular, humanoid, or animal. Yes, there you go. You want to pilot yourself your very own lion from Voltron. You could do it because that's both a vehicle and an animal. Sort of an animal. You can do that. But it must be large enough to accommodate the pilot. This means the robot must always be large and bulky, and you take your little, it's the Rick and Morty ferrets. It's the ferrets, the Go-Go-Tron. at least the size of a mid-sized automobile. Basically, a super sophisticated vehicle, the pilot must operate the robot through a series of manual controls. Just. All right. Remember, a Type 1 robot requires a living flesh and blood pilot and cannot function without him. For game purposes, we presume that the pilot is trained in all aspects. There you go. See, sentences like this, I'm like, are not needed. But then I remember how gamers think and how dungeon masters or game masters like to screw over people. Yes. The pilot knows about the robot. He understands the robot's operations. This does not include construction, but does include the maintenance and minor repairs. This is where you want your hardware again. You want your hardware guy to fix the robot. The robot exoskeleton. The Type 1 robot pilot is created very much like the super character, except you don't roll for superpowers. This power comes through his piloting of the robot. Attributes hit points. Roll up as usual, but add 1d4 to the physical prowess attribute. Alignment any, but heroes are usually good. And if you know that how Heathen Dog and I have been, handling this series, we're playing, we're talking about Heroes Unlimited, so we're talking about good people. So there you go. Skills, special training, often military, but not always. Select one computer program. So this goes back to one of our earlier episodes where we talked about the skill programs. One computer program, one piloting program. Be weird if you didn't have a piloting program. Why? You can't pilot your own robot. What is wrong with you? Hand-to-hand expert. Already starts at hand-to-hand expert. Look at that. And can be upgraded to martial arts for the cost of one skill. Let's take a look at this right here. A really good example of a Type 1 robot. Got the pilot here, in the midst of it. Go. 4 basic skills and 1 skill program of choice, plus 15% to all scholastic skills, which means everything except for your secondary skills, plus 8 secondary skills. Special skill, pilot robot vehicles, any at 60. So, any. That means he can jump into your vehicle as well and pilot. So, you know what? He might be a Voltron pilot, but he could jump into your Mechton and start piloting that thing as well. But minus 50% to pilot Zentradi because those are alien robots and nobody likes Zentradi anyway. Attacks per melee, as with all super beings, robot pilots always automatically get 2 attacks per melee round just for being born, as Heathen Dog says. So for sucking up oxygen or methane or sulfur, or whatever planet you come from, you get 2 melee attacks. Additional attacks are developed through the hand-to-hand combat, so that would be 4 because they all start with 2 more. Actually, I think Assassin only starts with 1 more, but then the second level gets... I forget. Whatever. But you know what I'm saying. Weapons and armor. Unless the character is extremely wealthy or supplied by a wealthy sponsoring organization, only conventional weaponry and armor will be available. Why? Because you have a dumb robot for this. You don't need it. Just hop in your robot. You're like a glitter boy out of Rifts, okay? Structural damage capacity. All robot pilots are reasonably athletic. Oh, okay. All. That's a pretty definitive word. All robot pilots are reasonably athletic and get a base SDC of 2d6 plus 28. What kind of number is 28? We couldn't go with 30? 30 was just 2 points too many? That's just weird. The SDC can be increased through physical skills, some unusual characteristics, and super abilities. Available financial resources, 2d4 times 1,000. I'm not rolling that, but anyway. Are available in ready cash. Okay. You're gonna be like, you missed the other number. That doesn't matter. We got to move on. This is going to be a long chapter. We got to move on. Type 2 is the true robot. The traditional robot, see, this is what I think of. Maybe not this look, but this is what I think of when I think of the robot. Just play the robot character. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. The traditional robot is a completely automated machine that can take over hazardous and tedious jobs. Oh, great. Great. This is Bender. You're playing Bender. Insert girder. Or replace skilled human technicians with increased speed, duration, and consistent level of efficiency. I want to say constant for some reason. Basically, the Type 2 robot is a very sophisticated or super version of this kind of robot. It can be any of the robot styles, vehicular humanoid animal. So you could have your robot dog. You could have K9 from Doctor Who. That'd be a pretty cheap robot, I think. But yes, you can have whatever type of robot you want. Artificial intelligence or transfer intelligence does not need a pilot to operate. Most true robots are human-sized or a little smaller. Somebody's probably going to ask, could I play like a nanobot? I would tell you no. Simply because it leaves the spirit of the game. Okay. All right. Type 3 exoskeleton. The exoskeleton is a full mechanical bodysuit designed to enhance and supplement the human body. I think I said 3 of those words incorrectly, but we're going to move on here. It is not a robot per se. Instead, it is a mechanical aid used to make a flesh and blood body more powerful. Here we go. In the film Aliens, Ripley dons an exoskeleton to combat the big mother alien. There you go. The power armor suits common to Rifts are advanced exoskeletons combined with full environmental armor. The difference between exoskeletons and power armors is that exoskeletons do not generally provide extensive armor or full environmental protection, although the latter is possible for 500,000. In Heroes Unlimited, Type 3 exoskeletons can be both power armors and exoskeletons. All right. They don't act or think on their own, blah, blah, blah. You're wearing exoskeletons. You should know that. Type 4 android. Type 4 android. Androids are super sophisticated robots designed to resemble and function as a humanoid. Most will have very human features with synthetic, with synthetic skin, hair, voice, body temperature, heartbeat, pulse, and even artificial blood. That's gross. In fact, those designed to look exactly like humans are usually impossible to distinguish from the genuine articles. So would Ash from the first Alien movie, that be an android then? I mean, he was indistinguishable until you cut him and he bled milk. Or Elmer's glue, whatever that was. An android will always have an advanced artificial intelligence or transferred consciousness. So none of that standard nonsense for the androids. They are almost always human-sized and human or animal in shape and appearance. However, androids can be designed to look like any kind of quote-unquote living creature, from aliens and monsters to dragons and demons. Oh my. Just double the body cost. Note that Type 2 and Type 4 robots are completely machines. Yeah, we already know that, but he's got to say it again because somebody's going to try something weird. No matter how human they may look or act, they are not human, although some will argue, and may be correct when they suggest, robots with artificial intelligence capable of subjective and speculative thought become more than machines and may be a life form. Never! Never. Data's a machine, take them apart. Okay. All right, let's look at chat again before we go into programming. Slide this over here so I can actually read the chat a little better. Replicants, yes, Ash is an android. Got it. Yeah, I know. I'm just. Yes, I do think that is the best option. I know. Well, yeah, I think Android is the best option. Although I'll tell you, to play, now that I got the brain juices flowing here, to play, what is it, a Type 2 robot, like as some sort of vehicle, like the robot is a vehicle, that would be kind of neat, or could be, not would be, could be kind of. Wait, what was that? See, I'm reading chat backward here, so sometimes I don't know what you guys are responding to. Yeah, you know what? I was looking through some couple of source books yesterday for Dungeons and Dragons, and I saw a lot of recycled art. It's common theme. Oh, here we go. A toaster with a shoulder-mounted minigun would be scary as hell. Okay, this is what I meant. I mean, the toast wouldn't make it. Let's see. What do you say here? Transfer intelligence. Type 2s, van to transport others. Then a scout, a spy bot, and a combat unit. Yeah, there you go. If you've got the money. And Heathen Dog really wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And I do have, like I said, I have notes written down, and I will get to all of them. It just might not be in the right order because, you know, notes are so weird. There you go, Warhammer, because I can use it in BattleTech and Robotech. What was the Warhammer called? No, it was Guardian. The Raider X is the Rifleman. The Officer's Battle Pod is the Marauder. Oh, the Excalibur, wasn't it? Wasn't the Warhammer the Excalibur in Robotech? Rifleman, what? No, it's not. Rifleman has no armor. Now, if you use the optional rules and you got aerospace involved, the Rifleman's awesome. I like the design of the Rifleman. Okay, that's seems to be most of the chat that. Oh, Defender. Okay, I thought it was Excalibur, but I don't know. I don't remember. I need to get the Sentinels Robotech book for Palladium. It's like the one Robotech book I want that I don't have from the old Palladium Robotech stuff. So, all right, because the Archer was something like the Guardian or whatever, and the yeah, whatever. You know, we're on this. I'm gonna see tangents. I told you there are gonna be tangents. By the way, if you like tangents or if you don't like tangents, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and subscribe. Pass this on to your Palladium friends to let them know how awesome robots are in your game and how weird my chat can be, and how you wish Heathen Dog was here. All that deserves a subscribe. All right, let's go on. Let me get this back over here so I can read. Okay, we're going to talk about AI programming. Only robots and androids that have a computer brain for advanced artificial intelligence need to use step 4. Skip this step if the robot is type 1. Why? Because programming is now going to be your mental capacity. It's going to be your skills. If you're a human piloting something, you're the human with the skills. We've already said that. But now you need to determine your skills if you have AI programming. So, and he says it right there. There you go. All right, robot alignments. Only robot standards. So where's the pro? Okay, so programming skills down here. Well, I guess we'll look at alignments next because why not put things out of order? A moral code is part of every robot's programming. Oh God, we're going into iRobot stuff here. Unless the machine is designed for evil intent or experimentation. Was it HK47? Yeah, we're talking to you, HK47. Meatbags. Most appropriate alignments are principled, scrupulous, and or aberrant. Oh wow, wow! I was not expecting that. I was thinking principled, unprincipled, and scrupulous. But okay. But remember, aberrant or aberrant, however you want to pronounce it. I pronounce it aberrant. Remember, that's the one that has a code of honor. It's probably the easiest thing to program into a robot, so it kind of makes sense. Of course, advanced artificial intelligence can change their alignments as a result of their capabilities to learn and think on their own. Consequently, from a game point of view, advanced robot or android can have any alignment. A robot with comparatively simple computer brain can only follow its programming. All right. Program. By the way, don't blame Palladium for the unseen mechs in BattleTech. That's all Harmony Gold nonsense. Nobody likes Harmony Gold. You do. You know the whole routine about Bridges and Dan. Wait, what? What is this? Sorry, I got to stop this. Something just caught my eye. What did Killraven say? Remember, your AI attack helicopter is only fully combat capable. Is fully trained in the sweet science of boxing. I hate you. I hate you a lot. Nice. Oh my God. All right. Let's check on the program. Basic to all robots. Basic and advanced mathematics. At 90, really? A robot has 98% in mathematics? Shouldn't the robot be 100% in math? What, are you just mad that we haven't solved for pi yet without going out to 5 trillion numbers? No. Basic... Nope. Got Heathen Dog would yell at me right now. The book says 98%. There's always a chance for failure. We're going with what the book says. Here we go. Literacy in English or your language of choice. If you are from another country, speak English. America. And one other language at 96% speaks literacy in English, one other language, speaks English in one other language. Rudimentary understanding of biology. Why? Oh, to better kill the meatbags. Got it. And common sense, laws of physics, high school level, not really a skill science per se, and societal behavior. Right. This is the 1990s with the Pentium chip. Got it. Fair. Fair. It's like one skill per. Okay, side tangent here because this keeps popping in my head and I want to say it. When I think of robotics, I think of the technocracy from Mage. Well past cutting edge technology than what is out there for any normal person, even with a huge budget, because they hold on to it. And that's the secret society, or that's the hero. That's why you're so much better than everybody else. You're better than the Roomba that's going around your house. And you're right, this book was done in the 90s before Roombas, but you get what I'm saying. Like, it's that next level cutting edge. Things we're not even thinking. It's quantum. Today it would be quantum computers. Yes, already solved. Iteration X is already solved the whole quantum computer thing. They're just not letting you know. They're holding back so they can stay ahead of the game. So that's how I think about it. Whether it's right or wrong, don't care. That's how I think about it. So, all right, let's get back to what's actually right because the book says it. Select one skill program. The skill level the skill level or level of skill proficiency applies to all skills within that program, including secondary skills. Okay. Skills are permanently fixed and do not increase with experience. Uh-oh. You're a robot. You're a robot. See this again. Skills are permanently fixed and do not increase with experience if the robot has a simple computer brain. Don't splurge for your brain, people. Don't pay $1 million when you can pay 3 point whatever or 3.5. Don't pay 1.1 million when you can pay 3.5 million. But increase at plus 2% per experience if advanced artificial intelligence. So, unless you want to be a dumb robot. Furthermore, advanced artificial intelligence can learn one new scholastic skill or 2 secondary skills. That's just a skill, not a program, at plus 10%, or 2 secondary skills and no bonus. Every level of experience starting with level 2. Okay, now that's awesome. Robots are pretty darn cool. If you want, those mundane tasks, that jack of all trades, doing a lot of different stuff, that's when you compare it to the other characters, that's a lot of skill. That's a lot of skills. What's that? Get so tired when they tell me 1 + 1 = 10 and not 2. Ah, nice binary. The skill level proficiency is listed in parentheses. If no number is given, it starts at level 1. Okay. Note the skill proficiency levels are seldom perfect, 98%. This is because of all the variations, applications, subjective reasoning involved. Also, why AIs can improve slightly as they learn. The only one I disagree with is the math. I really do think that math should be 100. Maybe not advanced math. Maybe trying to solve Feynman equations or whatever. For quantum theory might be different, but at least basic math. I can't talk. I think whatever. Who cares? 98%. Let's go. Basic combat program. So, hand expert starts at level 1. All combat moves and bonuses are gained with practical experience. All right. Number of attacks are ignored. Do not use them. Why? Because we already talked about them before. You're paying for them. The run is limited with number of purchases for it. 3 minimum, and then you pay, was it 700,000 or 500,000 after that? We already talked about that. All weapon proficiencies also start at first level proficiency. You've heard Heathen Dog and I talk about that, where we think we should, I say the word rank. He doesn't really specify a term, but saying first level, I'm a 5th level character with a first level skill. How about say I'm a 5th level character with a rank 1 skill? It just, it make more sense. So. Military etiquette, 90% climb. You can see them on here. +2 to roll, weapon proficiencies, and you get 1 of choice. Somebody randomly programmed you another proficiency, which makes sense. All right, here are the different programs you can take. Remember, it said you could take 1 program, 1 skill program. So you're good at 1 thing, or I shouldn't say 1 thing. You're good at 1 role. So are you the ship's comm officer? Are you the ship's chef? That's what I want my robot to be. I want the robot to be the ship's chef. My robot is my housewife. Here you go, all you waifus out there, all you weebos out there. There you go. Now you have your Japanese sex robot right there. Electrical program. Espionage program. You super sneaky robot. My Japanese wife is giving me side eye. All right. Espionage program. Yes, my metal body will clink, clink, clink and sneak on in. Max, you can have fake skin put over. I know, we're having fun here. Investigative program. The pilot program, science program, social science program, because you know who I want analyzing a human brain, because psychologists can't even get it right. I want a robot to do it. Probably gets it right better, now that I think about it. The physical science program and other skill programs. So any of the skill programs available to humans can also be programmed into a robot. Use the preceding list as a guideline. Skills not already given percentage should be 70 to 80%. Streetwise and seduction should be a meager 60%. Why? Because these are very idiosyncratic human concepts. That's why. Optional personality program. Okay, it says optional, and if I don't say that, Heathen Dog will probably yell at me. What kind of program does your robot have? I don't know. I have some dice right here. What do I roll up? I roll up an odd 8. These dice suck, by the way. You notice I don't know how many times I roll under 50? Actually, it's good for skill rolling, isn't it? Teacher, always pointing out mistakes. Oh, I am so this robot. That's perfect. Always pointing out mistakes, they be corrected so people can learn from them. There you go. And if you take the domestic program, you got the school marm. You got Alice from the Jetsons. For the young kids out there, look it up. All right, what else do we have here? We have bold, confident, speaks with air of superiority. Meatbags. Paternal, gung-ho, soft-spoken, streetwise type. Yo, that's my robot's using 1940s Dick Tracy lingo. That'd be great. Gregarious and cheerful, always looking at the positive, even when things look bleak. Come on, humans, we can do it. Just because you might bleed to death, I won't. Let's go. All right, let's look at chat before we go into background data here. What do we got going on? All right, let me scroll back a little bit here. Penny ship that had a math error in it. Yeah, fair. Everyone's the only correct way to pronounce aberrant. Whatever. Says you. Okay, fine. Says you with an impronounceable name. That's right. Aberrant won't betray you. Tony Stark's AI helper. Don't want my robots to question my mastermind. Uh, I wanted to sew. I'm sure, that's all. I don't trust robots. You can sew. That's it. But not my parachute because you're probably trying to kill me. AI seems to get a lot of things right more than academia and educated liberals. That's why I have to pull the plug. Pull the plug on the robots. That's right. Stupid robot. I see what you did there. Droids building droids. How perverse. Oh, references. We're going to have all the robot references. Picture that a robot piloting a robot. Yeah. It's like that Centaur. If you watch DM James, by the way, and everybody should watch DM James channel. He put a meme out there, or so some D&D creator said that centaurs are medium creatures, not mounted, or some crap like that. So he had a centaur mounting a horse in order to get the charge attack. Like, oh, I don't ever want to see that again. All right, let's get back to what we're talking about here. Danger, Will Robinson. Yes, exactly. All right, step 5, background data. All right, the cost, technology, and necessary facilities required for robot experimentation research is astronomical. I rolled in the low mid-range, and I got 12 million. You guys have 12 million in your pocket? If you do, can I have some? Because my everything is taking a hit this year. I looked at my investments again yesterday, and you don't want to know how far down they are. I'm going to be under a bridge soon. Reaching out like, alms for the pause. Excuse me, I want more. All right. Only a multi-million-dollar corporation or government-sponsored agency will have the resources and facilities necessary. Consequently, the character Consequently, the character, be he human, pilot, or robot intelligence, will have certain ties to the sponsoring organization. Even if a character has a PhD and all the right skills, robot construction is not something one throws together by himself in his basement. Fair. Consequently, the game master should require such robot engineers to roll ties to an organization. If a copy of Villains Unlimited is also available, GM may wish fully. No, we're not talking about that today. I'm not against Villains Unlimited, just to be clear, but we're focused on Heroes Unlimited. So let me roll. What agency my sponsoring organization is. A 90. I'm sorry. Read my dice backward. 19. Private industry. All right. Elon Musk is building me a what? All right. Private industry. That's all I get. Just private industry. Okay. And what do I get for the next one? Oops, jeepers creepers. And this next one is like how we're getting along with each other. Sponsoring organization, and then up here it should say status. Status with the sponsoring organization. What do I roll? I got myself a 70. So with a 70, we got 70. Lost and wanted back. I have run amok. I am out there wandering the world. And they're looking for me. The robot was either deactivated. Is this Johnny 5? Is this the whole Johnny 5 story? The robot was either deactivated and placed in storage where it was lost or hit by lightning. Shipped to the wrong. Oh, there we go. You FedExed it. Shouldn't have done that. Shipped to the wrong place, misplaced, and forgotten. Vanished from storage, stolen, etc., or disappeared. Walk away in the confusion of attack, emergency, or field test. Was believed destroyed. Body never recovered. This is all Johnny 5'd up here. Now that the organization knows the robot exists, they want it back. And those who took it, if that's the case, punished. May use force and may involve other law enforcement agencies or super being agents. See, this is a great story hook where it's like, didn't really have an adventure plan for this week. You know what you can do? You could have the agency come a little too close and start finding out who that robot is. You could build an entire campaign on ditching the agency. I don't suggest doing that at level 1. That's a little too on the nose for me, or on the chin, however you want to say it. But once the character reaches level 4 or 5, it's been kind of in the character's background, maybe even forgotten by the player to some degree. Snap that up. This goal is to recover lost property, but failing that, may decide to destroy it. Coming for you, Murdoch. Murdoch, I'm coming for you. Okay, that wasn't a robot, but I mean, he acts robotically. All right, quality of the robot. All right, let's roll for the quality of the robot. I got an 18. I roll a 17 and an 18. What is wrong with me? 18, experimental model. Laboratory tests unfinished, but field tests have been pushed ahead as a result of the budget cuts. So when you buy those extra spare parts, as you as the robot were running out, like, I'm getting away. You're like grabbing your spare parts. Or if we use the misshipping thing, the spare parts were packed with you, and like, I might need this stuff. Just kind of grabbed it up, walking out. You decided to put on a shirt so you could look more human. You folded the shirt over, put all your spare parts in there, and you're walking on the street like this. Or you're a bag lady, because remember, we said domestic, right? You're a robot infiltrating a bag, or acting as a bag lady. Get your little stroller. You got your little Bubbles glasses on from Trailer Park Boys. Got your shopping cart, your kitties. I don't know, my mind is going. All right. So roll percentile each time a weapon, device, or special function is used. Each time. Each time. Okay, that would get tedious. 30% chance of malfunctioning. That would get tedious. However, I don't think I would do it each time. I think I would do it in each stressful situation, though. But hey, the book says each time, so we do it each time. You could also be a prototype. You could be abandoned because you suck. I mean, lack of finances. You left me alone, Daddy. That's why I ran away. You could be the advanced field model. Or you could be the authorized final production model. All right, other stuff, weapons and armor. I got to breeze through this stuff. This segment is taking way forever long. Got to breeze through this. If you get financial resources, game masters may consider using other robot designs from other PALLADIUM RPGs or make your own. And here's the Rift stuff. That's a Heathen Dog thing. I'm not a Rifts guy. So, all right. Let's see what chat says before we go into construction, because Heathen Dog's got a bunch of notes for me on this construction. What are you guys saying in the chat here? Oops. Just lost everything. Oh, to toss robot out when they were downsizing a Rift. And the colonel said, clean up the warehouse. Yep. I had to do that one time, filling out those dumb forms. I found a shredder from 1947. That thing was huge. And it sounded like it had a chain link chainsaw engine in it. It's like, that thing. I mean, it wasn't huge big, but it was crazy heavy, like all steel. Yeah. That was during the 90s when everybody was getting rifted. Yep. Let's see, can't do AI because of intelligence pattern recognition. These days, age is problematic. It really was artificial stupidity to share their conclusions. Fair. They made the mistake of feeding the AI real crime data, which gave the AI ideas. There you go. That's gross. That's grosser. Well, yeah, fair. The best way to point out stupid rules is to exploit them, yeah. All right. And now we will go to robot construction. Where did I put my... Hey, where'd my page go? There it is. Oops. I did that wrong. Oh, no. I lost everything. I said I lost everything. Here we go. I did not lose everything. I just don't know how to use a computer. Apparently. Computers be hard, man. There. Now go up there. Put your tab back where you belong, buddy. Thank you. Okay. Step 6, robot construction. Now that you know the 4 major robot types, select one. Not roll for one. Select one. Pick an AI if appropriate. Obviously, you don't need to pick an AI if you're doing type 1 or type 3. And move to the robot construction selections to build yourself a robot player character. All right, let me read Heathen Dog's notes. Before we even get into anything, let me read Heathen Dog's notes. I wrote so tinily here, I have to pull the glasses down. Got to do the old man glasses thing here. All right, Sonny. Unless you roll well on education. Oh, yes. Unless you roll well on education, you may not be able to repair yourself during play. And we've kind of already talked about that. So use your money and spend it creatively. So what he meant by creatively was like, you may not just want to put everything into your one robot body. You may want to have a second robot body, either to perform a different function, or you're going to definitely want some spare parts. So make sure you keep some of you around. You might be tempted to make that, $15 million robot, or in my case, that $12 million robot. But what if I spend $8 million and then use the rest for spare parts? I mean, if I'm utterly obliterated, if they blow up all 6 million of me, that might be a different story. But I'm dead anyway. You can buy specific armor. His examples were how you can have an SDC suit, a speed suit, and a gadget suit. So SDC suit would be great for combat, right? Because you can take a lot more damage, and you can buy SDC, and we'll get to that in a moment. Your speed suit would be maybe your heist, or it could just be for the getaway. Like, hey, robot, stay out here. We're going to give you the goods. You get away while we're covering you. Or it could just be in and out. We've got to catch somebody. Your pursuit. Got to get them. So you could have that suit. Then you can have your gadget suit. You kind of jack of all trades suits. I can do a little bit of this. I can do a little bit of that. So once you know the mission you're going on, you can discuss it with the rest of your team, and you can objectively be in the right suit. See what else we had. A human suit. So now maybe you want like a jet suit or a jetpack suit, where you can fly around, better maneuverability. You might want a human suit so you can integrate better. You can look more human, not freak people out so much. And you might want a spider suit for some climbing or to look creepy, or it might have other special features that just works out. Extra legs. Somebody blows off one leg, you still have 7. Because apparently I don't know what a spider is. But you get what I'm saying here. Like, have these different suits for different options. Maybe you only spend $2 million per suit. So a whole bunch of different options there. So what he said here is you don't just have to buy a spare set of legs. You can build brand new suits, have multiple sets. And if you have a hardware character class, or somebody's playing a hardware character in your group, that's amazing for you. If you're playing a robot, I almost would suggest not playing a robot if you don't have somebody with the hardware power category. I'm not saying it's wrong or you can't. I'm just saying I would lean against it a little heavier if you don't have somebody in the group who's mechanical hardware. But, your mileage may vary. And the last note here was plan properly, know your role for the mission, and pick the right suit. All right. Now let's go into robot construction here. Note about style. A military or sleek futuristic look is simply a matter of style. If the vehicle already exists, there is no charge. If it's a new criminal design or major design modification, there's a new body design cost. A reinforced frame is necessary for high stress conditions like running at speeds of 300 kilometers or 300 miles per hour, 480 kilometers or greater, great strength, heavy armor. And that was his other note that he sent me here. He says, Max, important fact, a reinforced exoskeleton is required for any robot with a physical strength of 22 or more. And of course, we talked about the speed already. He did talk about the land. The land doesn't matter if it's land, air, or sea speed. Robotic physical strength is considered superhuman for lifting, carrying, and fatigue. And we talked about some of that superhuman stuff in past videos. If it comes up here, I'll bring it up because I honestly don't have that specifics in my head for what that is. But just know that robotic physical strength is considered superhuman. And if you have a physical strength of 22 or more, you do need to have the reinforced body frame. So let's look at some of these. We are not going to look at all these things. We're just going to look at some of them. So humanoid body styles. So you can have basic human, life size and proportion suitable for type 2, 3, or 4 robots. So not type 1. 6 to 8 feet tall, light frame gives you, and that costs $500,000. Okay. Remember, we haven't even paid for our containment suit or our AI yet. Or if you paid for your AI, like I would go advanced AI. That was what? 3.5 million. I am now at 4 million that I've spent out of my 12. 1/3 of my money is gone just based on my body style and my intelligence type. You go large humanoid, 1.5 million. But now you can be pretty big. This is for type 1 and type 2 robots. Remember, type 2 robots can have advanced AI. They're not androids because androids are the basic human size. And vehicle accommodation. So if you're large, I could grab my party and put them in my suit. Or if I'm the robot, I could have each leg be a party member. I could put one in each leg and one in each arm. Let's go. And then you jump out, surprise. That was so weird. I don't know why I just said that, but that was fun. And you can see the additional costs there. You can have vehicular body styles. You can be, what was the stupid GoBot's name? That's the second time I mentioned GoBot. Cykill. You can be Cykill. Light motorcycle flame, or Cyclone. There you go. Cyclone from Robotech. I actually like the Cyclones from I need to get Sentinels. I need to find the Sentinels book somewhere that's not cost me an arm and a leg and in good condition. compact automobile, sports car, zoom, 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 and mid-size sedan. Or you could be this dude walking in this spider, or actually this wouldn't be a spider, four-legged. Isn't this a mechanoid? Isn't this a mechanoid drawing? I could be a kit. There you go. Yeah, kit. You know, that's actually a very good question. Robots fatigue? Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. Maybe on Thursday when this segment goes live and Heathen Dog's here because I'm going to duct tape him to a chair. Perhaps he can answer that better than I can. All right. Was that does additional well, okay, so let's look at, is it a flat rate or is it additional per person? Let me scroll back up. Let's see, where is it? Vehicle accommodations. One person, standard, no cost. Two persons, additional cost. That's probably like a co-pilot. Three persons adds 2 feet, additional cost 30,000. 4 to 6, increase size and weight by 20%. So I'd say it's a flat cost up to 6. And if you want 12 people for some reason, you just buy this twice. That's how I would do it. But up to 6, I would just follow these rules. After 6, you're weird. So, let's look at geometric body styles. Cylindrical shape. You could be, what are they called? Monodromes? Is that what they're called from Nirvana and Dungeons & Dragons? Light frame, reinforced frame, accommodating seat, tapered cylinder style. So, yeah, not quite a pyramid. I forget what the shape is actually called. Giant animal body styles. Here you go. Here's your Voltron. Canine body. Well, okay, somebody's gonna be able to do vehicle Voltrons too. Yeah, I actually like the vehicle. I like the vehicle series better. I like the lions as a shape better. Anyway, canine body style resembles a mechanized dog, wolf, or bear. Okay, not sure how it's canine, but whatever. You get the idea here. Feline body styles. Powerful mechanized cat or lion, because lions aren't cats apparently. And you can see how much it costs there. 240,000. Reinforced frame, add 2,000 pounds, so you're not gonna be walking across roofs, and an extra 50,000. And it accommodates 2, 4, 6 people. Animal bots, lifelike style. Just gonna go through power supply. Oh, your robot's got to be powered, right? It's a machine. Machines have to be powered. So what kind of power can we have? Liquid fuel. Despite incredible technological advancements, liquid fuel engines. Is $12 a reasonable? Oh, stop. Timeout. Is $12 a reasonable price for Robotech 2 cents? If it's in good condition, or yeah, I mean, if it's yeah. Wow. I've never seen it that low. Usually I'm seeing around $60. To be fair, I haven't looked recently. Somebody order that for me. Somebody's going to order it out from underneath me. You know that. Probably eBay. But I'll take a look at that later. Let's see. So what do we have here? Despite incredible technological advancements, liquid fuel engines are still likable. Greta Thunberg's got some words for you, sir. A major disadvantage of this system are the use of limited consumable fuel that must be continually replaced, and containers to hold the fuel, and the splody it does when somebody shoots it. On the other hand, the fuel is cheap and easily attainable. You do not live today. This book is a long time ago. Well, that is for sure. Liquid fuel requires an exhaust system that is not suitable for Android or Type 4. Oh, I can't chain start my Android. How may I help you today, sir? That'd be great. 250K. So that's a lot of money for an engine. Player term size the gas tank takes. All right, super solar, not just regular solar, but we have super solar. Power source that collects sunlight in a super high efficiency conversion engine and generator. This is an excellent clean power source that doesn't work at night. Oh, with an indefinite lifespan. Wow. So not photovoltaic cells, that's for sure. Of course, it's limited that it must rely on a source of solar energy. Somebody shine a flashlight at him, please. The system functions superbly while exposed to sunlight. A superior energy storage unit stores up to 8 hours worth of power. Okay. During which time the robot operates at full capacity. All right, that's $1 million. That's $1 million. Ooh. Fusion power system. Now we got our BattleTech mechs going on. The most advanced power source available, never needs recharging or refueling for an estimated 6 years, even with constant use. Go with Protoculture, man. Oh, wait, wrong game. This system is suitable for any large robot or vehicle type. And then microfusion power. Wow, look at how much that costs, man. That's almost half my budget. A tiny micronized fusion reactor designed for small human-sized and animal robots and androids. So this is definitely good for your Type 4s. Whew. All right, legs and locomotion up here. Human-sized leg, giant-sized legs, animal legs. Okay, let's look at animal legs for a second. 2 front and 2 rear, so you get 4. Main style types are canine, feline, horse, and bird. Okay, that'd be weird. 4 bird legs. I want 4 bird legs, please. Suitable for all robot types. Natural simulated size, speed 10. Okay, so speed of 10. Basic system cost small, medium, large, so horse size. 1 million for horse size legs. So if you want to make yourself a centaur robot, it's going to be $1 million for those legs. Giant walker type, animal style legs. 4-legged all-terrain vehicle means locomotion, so this is your AT-ATs. Insect style legs, usually long, narrow, telescoping legs that resemble a tripod or insect, or something gross. Let's just say gross. And the basic system for legs usually comes with a speed of 10, as we said above, right? For humanoid animal speed, speed 20 for walker and insect styles. Except for the insect styles, running can be pushed close to Mach 1. So I'm guessing the reason insect is no is because it's skinny. I don't know. Or about 750 miles per hour. It's actually, I thought Mach 1 was 660 or something like that. But whatever, who cares? Or 1,200 kilometers speed attribute points. Wait, speed attribute points? What? Okay. Does he mean speed factor? Is this supposed to be speed factor? Speed attribute points, 1,100. Okay, I think he meant speed factor. I could be wrong. Somebody in chat who knows Palladium better than me will put it in there. Unlike the vehicle propulsion system types, Mach 1 is the maximum possible. So apparently you cannot be a robot F-15 or F-22 or F-20, whatever. Of course, flight capabilities can be built into humanoid or animal robots and faster propulsion. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, there you go. If you fly... okay, Mach 1 is 660, yeah, whatever. So this is for ground movement. Got it, ground and sea movement. Running speed for leg system costs 200 for each speed point. Wow. And as Omen Owl says, that's not expensive. But, you already spent $5 million for your... Now, vehicular locomotion. I don't have legs. I've got wheels and treads and pontoons because I'm Aquaman. I'm only good in the water. And you can buy things for that. And it comes with SDC. That's actually a lot of SDC for a wheel. Engine and propulsion systems, fuel injectors, turbojet, concealed helicopter and VTOL systems, 340K base speed. Base speed, this means where it starts. 220 or 150 miles per hour. Okay, hoverjet system. It's experimental. So Omen Owl says, as soon as it pops up over here, as soon as it pops up over here, and it popped up over here, 218,000 for Mach 1. So when you play Powers Unlimited, knowing the MPH of Mach 1 becomes very important. Yeah, I actually don't even have the Powers Unlimited book. To be fair, Heathen Dog's way more into Heroes Unlimited than I am. I'm Robotech and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So basically, Palladium doesn't have any modern games that I play. Any game that they own a license to. I do like the Palladium system, though, which is why we're covering it. He may have that book. I'm not sure. I have Villains Unlimited and Heroes Unlimited, and that's it. That's directly Heroes Unlimited. Oh, I have Aliens Unlimited as well. I forgot about that. But yeah, I do know of the Powers Unlimited book, and people have commented on that in the past. I just don't know specifically. I don't know what's in it. So, but I put that up there because I want people to know that the game expands. Palladium's well known for its scope creep. You need a good game master and say, "No, sir, no." So, all right, what do we have here? Hoverjet backpack, concealed micro hover system. Look at all these jump jets. A system of small but powerful jets distributed across the robot at key areas, which allow to perform amazing jumps. The jets thrust the robot into the air, then pulse lightly as it descends to soften the landing. Okay. By additional jumping distances and so forth. This is me. That's my robot right there. I'm just a floating head with a thruster. An arm and a probing tool. And you know where the probing tool is going. All right, arms and hands. I am going to speed through this so quickly here. You can see, you do understand, hopefully by this point, that you have a lot of things to figure out. Detachable remote-controlled limb. What? Are you kidding me? Is this a zombie? I cut off its arm and it's still coming after me? The arm can detach at the forearm or hand at the wrist and can fly via rocket jets or hover system. Oh my God. Punch him! Like, what the hell? The limb is controlled and directed with radio waves by the robot. It's a wireless connection. Okay. Yep, 1d6 damage. The hand is rockets only, can be launched to grab something at a distance or to attack at a distance at 46. It's clubbing you in the face for 46. But maneuvering is limited. Who wants to build a frisbee centaur? Well, I think it did say hover up here. It had hovering, yeah. Hover jet, hover system. There you go. Interchangeable interlocking unit for detachable limbs. You can snap them on and off. Interchangeable hand units. Electromagnetic clamp. Buzzsaw. High-powered drill. Police-style lock and release gun. All these different things. Utility arms. Small retractable arms and hands suitable for delicate work, repairs, and assistance. Probably want this for your doctor robot. Tentacles for you Japanese robots out there. Yes, we have tentacles. I'm leaving it at that. Let's see if my wife comes here and throws something at me again. Can't probe limb. Can the hands be hacked? I don't know. Maybe they can. All right. Audio, optics, and sensors. Yeah, exactly. Tentacles are a must. You have audio, basic listening, bug detectors, radar signal detectors, audio recorders. Yes, I'm skipping some modulated voice synthesizers. There you go, Darth Vader fans. There you go. Or if you just want to call somebody on the phone. What are you wearing, baby? You can do that now. Sound analysis computer. Optics, all types of different optics. Laser targeting system adds +3 to strike when using a distance weapon. Not applicable in hand-to-hand combat. Video receiver, camera eye. Okay, got a great question here that caused me to stop. MP Watts asks, are you going to be covering any other Palladium books? I'm happy you asked that question. So we've already done the mechanoids. Let me backtrack. 2022 is the year of Palladium books for us. We've already covered the mechanoids and Palladium Fantasy. We're a little more than halfway through Heroes Unlimited. Next will be After the Bomb. After that, I think, is Beyond the Supernatural. Then we're going to do Nightbane. Not sure what's going to happen after those because I don't know how long those are going to take, but we are going to end the year on Rifts. And Heathen Dog still hasn't decided if it's going to be Chaos Earth Rifts or if it's going to be Rifts. I want him to do Chaos Earth Rifts. But he makes a very good argument when he says, hey, you know what? We're talking about the main core books of the games and the systems, not going into the other ones. So maybe doing regular, Rifts universe. But so we'll decide that at the time. Now, what happens between Nightbane and Rifts? If there's time for that, I don't know. So I hope that answers your question for you there. Why is Max how am I making fun of you? All right, go ahead. The best way to do it is to post it in our Discord, but you can also post in this chat. I'll take a look at what they are. I'll tell you what I won't cover. I guarantee you there are 2 things we're not covering, and I'll explain why in a moment. We're not covering ninjas and super spies. Go watch Total Party Skills for that one. Total Party Skills has some great topics. He loves ninjas and super spies. He could do much more justice, mostly because I think that's just add that to Heroes Unlimited. I'm not a fan of ninjas and super spies. I own it. You can probably see it behind me, but it's covered. And we're not going to cover the zombie one because I freaking hate zombie tropes. Whatever that zombie game is, we're not covering. I have not looked at what games you want yet, if you've even typed it in. But those are the 2 off limits. And we're not doing Recon because it's not really a Palladium game to us. I mean, I know Palladium publishes it, but Pantheon's. Oh, okay. So, yeah, no, we're not doing Recon. So we're only doing the core games because that's all we have time for. With that said, We plan to do some side videos. And it may include things like Pantheons of the Megaverse and Dragons and Gods. So, but those won't be part of the core of the Year of Palladium books. So I'll write that down to say that we got a request for it. You're always, by far, the best way to get a hold of us and to remind us of things is to post on our Discord. But, oh crap, I don't have that up on the screen anymore. Hold on, I screwed up. Let me get that on the screen. There, you should see our Discord address up there. If you can read that, it might be really tiny for you. But let me write that down, and then maybe we'll do something on the side for that. So where's it? Pantheons of the Megaverse. Again, people on YouTube watching this later are probably really angry with me, but hey, I already told you we're going to sidetrack and tangent, and a stream chat comes first. Of the Megaverse. Plus, if Heathen Dog is here for the premiere on Thursday, I keep acting like he's going to be. I haven't talked to him about it. It's not fair for me to volunteer him to be here. But he might talk about that at that time. And Dragons and Gods. Dragons and Gods. Okay, there we go. Got that written down. All right, what else do we have here? We have eye lasers. Pew pew. You can be Cyclops. I talk about comic books as if I know anything about them. I don't. Oh God, I hated splicers. Oh God, do I hate splicers. If you like it, that's great. Honestly, that's great. I hope you have fun with it, because it seems like the biological, the whole metal thing. I can't get with it. I can't get with it. Just don't like it. It's not for me. If you like it, more power to you, because I think it could be a really neat setting for some people. I do not like splicers at all. I actually have a video on splicers. Okay, let's go through. So these are weapons. You can have a finger gun. God. I got that South Park song stuck in my head. I'm gonna finger bang bang you into the night. Okay. And here's a robot for you. Could you make an amazotype in... What's an amazotype? I don't know what that is. Giant or vehicular style robots. Weapons, you got weapon limits. Super shotgun. Oh, it's a DC. Yeah, I'm the wrong person to talk. Unfortunately, I gotta be honest with you, I'm the wrong person to talk to about comic books. Heathen Dog knows much more about them than me. And Garthon, who was our comic book reviewer, knows like everything. Like, I am only about tabletop role-playing games, and everything I've learned with regard to anime and comics actually comes from Heathen Dog and Garthon, so I apologize for that. Maybe somebody in chat can answer, though. So let me put it up on the screen, because we got chat on 2 different platforms here. Could you make an amazotype in Heroes Unlimited Second Edition? So it'd be another. Okay, so it'd be another Mega Hero android. So we have not covered Mega Heroes. That next week is going to be specialist training, and the week after is going to be Mega Heroes. So if you want to stand by for that, because somebody mentioned like the RoboCop thing earlier. All right, let me get back to this so I can finish this segment up here, and then I'll go through and check out all the chat here, or most of it. You can have missile launchers. You can have large missile launchers, a laser cannon, heavy duty. How much is that bad boy? 5d6 damage. Now, if you're like, that's not a lot, remember how many times you can fire per round. You've got multiple attacks. Energy is tied to the robots, of course. See modern combat for rate of fire. So basically, it can fire just, it's got burst, wild, blah, blah, blah. Particle beam cannon. Yeah, 1d6 times 10 plus 20. So, hold on, I'm rolling that. I rolled a 4. So 4, that's 40, that's 60 points of damage. Kablowie! Gun pods. Other available features. Again, the reason I'm not talking about literally everything here is it's not my job to tell you everything it can do. Plus, if you're really interested, buy the book, play the game. All of them. I just want to entice you to want to play robots. Heathen Dog's probably like, oh God, Max, robots are stupid. I don't know how he feels about robots, but I like the weird stuff sometimes. That's why I play aliens, I play mutant animals, and I play robots. Hardware. Like, I don't like the experiment, and I don't like the normal mutant. I don't. But, I mean, obviously, I know there's a comic book tropes. I can't hate them. But armor rating. Oh, this is an important thing. Let's see. Body armor cost. Let's talk about armor, actually. Standard robot SDC. Normal-sized human animal robots start with 225 SDC, while giant-sized human animal robots have 450 SDC. Okay. Vehicular robots, 600, and tank types, 800. That's starting, right? But you can increase the overall SDC 10,000 for every SDC point with the following restrictions. Giant humanoid can only have 2,000 SDC maximum. That's going to be a lot of money. Humanoid side can have 900 maximum. All right, so you can kind of see what's going on here. Armor rating. Armor rating for all robots starts at 6. Okay, so like everybody. But can be increased at a cost of 100,000 per AR point, with a maximum of 15 or 17. If you're an android exoskeleton, it's 15. If you're a robot, it's 17. There you go. That's actually, here's the problem. The book was written originally in like the 90s. I do think a 3rd edition needs to come out, but what I'm scared of is the guy who has something to do. I don't know if he's like the showrunner or whatever, but somebody involved with Savage Worlds is taking over. He's like he's the successor to Kevin Symbiota. I don't know how to say his name. Symbita. And I'm nervous about that because neither Heathen Dog nor I are huge fans of Savage Worlds. I respect it much more than Heathen Dog does, but all the Palladium system needs is to just be rewritten from scratch. Not the rules changed, rewritten, represented from scratch with somebody who actually knows how to do layout and design of a book. The rules are fine. And then a lot of the rules where there are questions, add those clarifications in. That's all it needs. And then I agree with the comment on the screen. Update it. It's hard. I mean, I still play 1st edition, 2nd edition Shadowrun. Like you got 1990s computer technology going on there, so yeah, it is what it is, right? All right, we'll get back to some more chat here in just a moment. Locking joints, secret compartments. Give your Han Solo ship. Escape capsule. I'll get you next time. Underwater capabilities, refrigerators for your soda. And then we get to special training, which will be next week. If there's anything specific, somebody was talking about cosmetic stuff, so let's take a look at that. Realistic skin overlay, looks and feels like the real thing, complete with fake musculature, 250,000. So if you want your robot or your android to mix in with human society, this is what you'd want to do. Real head hair implanted, unlike, nope, not gonna do that. That's pop culture. So it looks completely natural, 5,000. Real body hair, real fur, realistic eyes. You get what you want, so you can pay for all that stuff. So, all right, there you go, guys. If I didn't cover anything you wanted me to cover, talk to Heathen Dog about it because he'll be able to answer those questions better than me. I think we went through it. I like robots. I like the idea of robots. I think the Type 1 is kind of dumb, but like somebody said, for NPCs, they're fine. I'm kind of scrolling back slowly so you can see some of the stuff that I may have passed over, might want to look at. Nope, I'm done because I want to read chat. All right, what do we have in chat? No. Let me scroll back here. Yep, we already did splicers. What am I going to do in 2023? I don't know. I have a list of things that we haven't covered that we've talked about covering. I kind of have a list of things, but it's not a definitive list, and our thoughts can change. We'll probably go back to cover one or more OSR things at some point. Not a lot of them because you guys probably know how I feel about OSR. I kind of want to do Rule Cyclopedia. Got some other games. I mean, Hyperborea is coming out, although that's OSR. What else? Conan, but I might do Conan before then because I was kind of paid in a way to do Conan. 2D20. What else? What's the other 2D20 game I've got? I forget the name of it. Mutant Chronicles. I forget. I'd have to grab my list. I don't. But it's not going to be the year of any one set. Oh, GURPS. We're thinking about doing GURPS. Thinking about, no guarantee. We're thinking about doing GURPS. And then doing some of the settings of GURPS. Or we may do Hero System. I don't know. Remember, Heathen Dog really likes those point-based things. So, but we'll see. There's a few things on the docket, and we'll just figure that out kind of as we get closer to that point. I don't want to put anything in stone right now, because if I do, then things can change. So Dead Rain is one of the few core books that has significantly updated character generation rules. Oh, I don't want to cover. I hate zombies. I really do. I was tired of the zombie trope back in like 2010. Like, oh, we got The Walking Dead. I'm like, oh, why? Let's see. What's this? Eastmest. Between the extensive systems, a lot of tech was based on around 80s, 90s. You can almost build a robot made of broomsticks and a bucket with the face. Fair. The main thing about splicers that irked me was that huge separation between biology and metal. I get it. It's part of the story. It's baked into the game, but like the gross guns were just. Oh, so Killraven says you can't make a Meso even as a mega hero. Okay. Again, I don't know enough about it. And of course, yeah. I mean, this should be duh for everybody, but just in case for people out there, yes, you can do whatever you want with an NPC. I got $55 million. You're not supposed to mix and match. I think Heathen Dog and I talked about that in one of the previous episodes. I think it was with the experiment. I could be wrong. Maybe it was the hardware. You're really not supposed to mix and match. You're supposed to know your role. But of course, you know how players are. I want to do this. I'm very good about saying no. But it just makes sense. I don't care if it makes sense. No. But I no. Yeah, and we already answered this one, but I want to put it back up there because I think it's a good comment. Goes back to, Bruce is not the biggest fan of Palladium, the Palladium system, but welcome, Bruce. Good to see you here. Bruce ruined my stream on Friday. Kidding. Let's see. Most of the rules are fine. So sometimes they need clarification, but most of the rules are fine. Yeah. I'm nervous about the handoff. Yes, but I also recognize that as long as he keeps this system, there's nothing wrong with the Palladium system. Anybody who tells you it's hard or it's bad or it's whatever, there's nothing wrong with the Palladium system. Nothing. It just needs clarification. It needs to be edited in a more modern style and never use they in the singular, which right now Palladium doesn't do. It just needs to be streamlined better. The fluff is great. The lore of Palladium is amazing. The rules need to just be presented more efficiently. That's it. And with all those forum questions and clarifications, put in the game. And always with the thing, like, your table may vary. Oops. God, I hate it when it jumps like this. I have to scroll back. These robots don't feel like they fit in a superhero game. Well, Heathen Dog could probably explain it better than me. I mean, I can see it, I can feel it, but you might be right. I mean, I'm not an aficionado of the hero, superhero genre. I just look at it as a character that's got more power than somebody else. And if I'm playing the robot itself, but I can't necessarily disagree. Yeah, so here we go. Not a super fan of Palladium. See, I like the skill system. I like the percentile-based skill system. My problem with the skill system, though, it's not consistent across the games. Number one. But number two is the fact that you always have okay, it's 60 plus 3, it's 80 plus 2, it's 70 plus 5, it's 55 plus 4. It's like just have a consistent. The disagreement there, that's fine. Gamma, well, if you guys want to see Gamma World, I think you want to watch RPG Elite. Stood me up a week or two ago. on my Friday chill stream. But RPG Elite's got a bunch of game. I think his is 4th edition though. I don't know. This is a mistake. Don't ever agree with me. Don't ever agree with me. You will lose friends. Yes. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Yep. Zombies and vampires both. Vampires, I'm not as burned out of vampires. I'm burnt out of people making every weird excuse to play vampires differently than bloodsuckers that turn into bats. You know, whatever. Oh, hey, Crafty's here. Hey, Crafty, we're still in segment 1, sir. Bruce. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I'm finishing up segment 1 here. We're just answering some questions, looking at chat, and then okay, here we go. The weakness of the robot and cyborgs in Heroes Unlimited is that they're much cheaper equivalents in normal weapons and body armor. Okay. I'm not going to argue with you. Again, you guys probably know way more than I do. You've looked into the minutia more than me, so I would still play a robot. I don't ever look for the min-maxing side of it, and I'm not complaining. I'm not saying, oh my God, you're min-maxing. I'm just saying, like, for me, I'm going to play something that I find interesting, and I could find a robot interesting. So. All right. Percentile-based games don't have to be this way, though. That's the thing. That's part of the problem. If you want... Look at our videos on Battlelords of the 23rd Century 7th edition. Well, I'm no fan of 7th edition. As far as like the skills go and how combat is done, it's generically the same. I do like 4th and 6th edition of Battlelords of the 23rd Century. And if you want to talk about crunch, if you want to talk about a game screeching to a halt to figure out how to run a percentage-based system badly, I shouldn't say badly, but you know what? It's very simulationist, and there are people who like that simulationist side. So. And I say my favorite percentile-based system to this day is still Chaosium. I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm just saying for me. All right, let's finish this up. And it's because we're talking about stuff outside the scope here. Next week is going to be Power Category Special Training. I do not like this one. I can't remember if Heathen Dog does or not. Although my understanding is it changed quite a bit in 2nd edition. So maybe I will be converted to it. But if you want to come by and you want to see Power Category Special Training next week, and then the week after that, Mega Heroes, please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And of course, you can follow us on all these fine websites right there. Please come by our Discord. Come talk to us. Talk to our great chatters. Getting some weird stuff going on in the Discord right now. Somebody might have to, I don't ever ban anybody, but somebody might be getting a timeout hammer pretty soon here. But got a lot of great people on our Discord talking to us. I would rather use Gilded than Discord, but hey, nobody will leave Discord, so we're gonna stay there. I'm gonna be where the people's is. That's right. That's my good English for you. People's is. And here's our stream schedule for the week. Right.